Oftentimes people do not talk to each other here in the shelter because sometimes people are sleeping or people are afraid of their ideas being shared in spite of judgment or repercussion, but there are some people that do talk to each other. But I do wish to say we do need a system that encourages lines of communication for local and international platforms to connect and acknowledge and account for our gifts, our talents, our experience, our skills, our resources, our stories, so that we can see we may not have to struggle as much as we thought. But anyways, these lights are turned on at 7 a.m. and they stay on till 10 p.m. It's very bright, but I acknowledge that this system is a product of generations and different societies ignoring basic principles, basic truths. But anyways, I do want to shout out, I do want to express outwards to release the call for whoever's listening, for us to connect and unite and see if there's a system that we can create. But here in the shelter, I often never really feel encouraged to communicate with people via the internet technology. Often because the system here is how shall we say? I don't want to get into it very much, but if someone's like sleeping, it can cause, and there's oftentimes people sleeping, resting. Some people work at different times of the day, or they're not working and they're just choosing to sleep or whatever. But oftentimes it doesn't feel like there's a way to communicate to the world. I don't feel the inspiration to write, which is can be a very significant medium of communication if it is done genuinely. But I haven't felt the inspiration, even though I felt like it's possible that I could do it, but at the same time the motivation is pretty low here. Downstairs, I discussed in a previous video that it is also very hard to talk to people because the television is often very loud, and we're all kind of crammed into a small space, and many of us have limited material resources, and a lot of us do have limited psychological and spiritual resources. Thus, there's more I could say. But anyways, the date is again October 24th, maybe not again for some of you. I've pretty much finished everything that I wanted to say, but these places need creativity. They need a culture, a spiritual science. It needs a system that honors listening and speaking together, not so divided. Do I have anything more I want to say? Well, there's two sides to how I see people becoming free of places like this. One is to go the regular way, getting a regular job, or creating that. And at the same time, I feel like these spaces are calling us to embody our highest nature, because it is so dark. If we're wanting to sustain life, we have to embody our highest nature. And I don't often embody my highest nature in the top area of this shelter, which I think involves, going around to the individuals and offering my presence, my energy, my attention, a Discord server, a document, a public statement, QR codes. But do I have anything else I wanted to say? I've tried to work with some of the leaders or members of staff, and it hasn't worked out as well as I wanted, but nevertheless, I believe there's a purpose why we're all going through what we're going through. I'm grateful that they give us food and roof and showers and laundry. But at the same time, there still is a lot more that is needed from within ourselves and from people from outside ourselves. But I'm not allowed to be recording, so I'm probably gonna turn off the recording. But I think it's important that people see this. Most of us are on our phones. We spend so much time on our phones. I play the video games, people, whatever. But a lot of us are yearning for belonging, cooperation, community, family, working together, living together, sitting and standing together, and having safe spaces, nature, experiences that help us remember there is no lack of resources, there is no lack of time, nor is there any lack of space for our growth, our healing, our potential. So with that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I look forward to inviting people to my Discord server and to my local server in San Francisco at the main library, Civic Center Plaza. But I think we're all being called to take an office, to take a position, a station that is flexible and adaptable in terms of being able to connect with voice, with people on the internet from around the world, in communities, different communities, without feeling like all the social media platforms are so divided, all the cities and countries are so divided. There's nothing we can really do, but I feel like there's something we can really do. Even if I'm here on this bunk, I feel like I have the capacity to, help in different ways. But I'm gonna stop because I'm not allowed to be recording. But it's important that the world receives this recording, or at least that I put the impulse into the world that this is something that I would like to see for myself. I want to just see other perspectives and stuff. So anyways, goodbye everyone. I hope everything gets better as we see what is better within ourselves.